What's up, guys? It's your boy Double Mastermind, and I haven't made a video in a while. And I decided to make a video randomly, but I've been working on a Minecraft world for a few years now, and y'all actually seen the growth of it, and it gotten way bigger than the last video I made about it. And honestly, I think this might be the final video tour. So I might, even though I already went through a few stuff, I might just go through it again, just like have one giant video of everything, and it might be the final thing of everything, guys. So, we're at my kingdom. All started with my cousin Jordan. We made a video, and then it was me that one time making a video about that area. And you can see right now, there's a lot of new stuff that came. But if y'all want to skip a little bit, I'm honestly going to revisit this area just so we can get everything down, every last detail, So, this is my kingdom, right there. And so you walk through this drawbridge, and once in it, the first thing you see is a hospital. Let's go in the hospital. You got a desk. You got just room numbers and rooms, like a hospital looking bed and a chest with like nothing in it. Next door to it, you got this little book library area with like a little cherry table you can sit at, a secret looking book over here, and where the librarian sleeps. So if you want to read a book, you would come to that store. This is my top tier favorite restaurant. I mean, there's pretty good restaurants I'll show you later in the video, but my favorite restaurant here, the burger place. It's one of the best burger places in the entire map. So yeah, here's the burger place, which I'll give you a second. Let me get up here. Here's the menu options that we have in my burger place. I actually update this. We did not have a menu, but I decided to put one. So here's this. This. Oh, you have to pause the video too. I want to read it. And this. There's some crazy menu options too. There's my church. I praise Jesus. You got support Lord Save Jesus Christ. Here's my church, my cross on top. I just said tonight because it looks very beautiful at night. And yeah, here's a little church. And I can't put the entire Bible because the entire Bible is pretty long, so I just put it like the very first words that he said in the Bible. So if you wanna stop and read, there you go. And if you wanna stop and read, there you go. Honestly, this place looks absolutely beautiful at night, so I'm just gonna show you real fast, y'all. Just a quick peek at how beautiful it is. See, oh, yep, that over there I'll show you later, but look how beautiful my city looks at night, too. There's the dark forest. Beanstalk. Looks beautiful at night, but I think for the tour, let's keep it morning. Yeah, so here's my church, and then over by the church, here's my blacksmith. I got literally every blacksmith tool in this game, and I put a wall here because the fire was gonna burn that house or the restaurant. So that was bad. It actually did happen the first time I made that. That's my bit of water. Here's the blacksmith's little house where he like sleeps. Now over here, this is the school, and I actually made some changes from the last video. I have made lockers, and here's the principal's office, which is pretty simple. And you would see, like, in my builds, like, my kingdom is the oldest thing here. And I did update my kingdom sometimes, but you see, like, my builds, some get better and better. Here's, like, classroom 1, which both classrooms are the same style to it. Classroom 2. And this area over here actually used to be a potion store, but I changed it to clothing because, like, where the villagers are gonna get their clothing, and, like, I feel like it's kind of illegal for potions to be here because you can do powerful stuff. So we still have potions in the city. It's in my castle. I moved it, and the witch, she still has her potions. So yeah, here's the brand new clothing store. But I just put it like random stuff here. It looks pretty nice. I kept the same design as the potion store, just, you know, got rid of some stuff. Yep. Just nice clothes. This is where you can make the clothes, and the clothes person could sleep here. Yep, there's her desk. And here's the main central of the entire city, this little bell. I did put it on peaceful, but I still kept the iron golem, so I was like the security force. Yeah. Let's move on to my castle. Actually, wait. No. I'm gonna show you these houses because they're mainly all the same. So there's like 3 different kind of houses. You got one with like a cool looking roof. You got one with a flat roof, and then you got one with a balcony on the roof. And mainly all of these houses look the same. The only difference is their roofs. So, yep, here's the flat roof. I mean, the one with the triangle looking thing. Here's another triangle looking thing. Oh yeah, the floors are different too. Yeah, I think this one's a flat one. Oh, I gotta actually go to a flat one. Here's a flat one. It's basically just the same. And here's the one with like a balcony on top, which just the only difference is it has like a thing leading up to the balcony. That's literally the only difference here. Oh, and if you want to be the richest person in this entire game, you can buy this house. It's only pretty cheap. I should really raise that price. And this is what's inside the richest house in the game. It's honestly, I think my cat. Oh, he's sleeping. Okay, this guy's been sleeping for thousands of days because I always been seeing him sleeping in that same exact bed. He's just sleeping. So I guess he owns it. Yeah, let me just show you a quick more tour of these houses. Alright. And here's the prison, which I actually updated because the first time I got rid of mobs, but I found a way to have mobs, but they don't spawn. That's pretty cool. And yeah, here's the witch. Here's actually some villagers who are did bad stuff. And here's a little like zombie looking dude. And I would get in, but they would probably see. It's actually, like, when you guys open that door. Crap. Crap. It's like a one-way thing. So I cannot, if I go in the witch thing, I'll be stuck in there. Yeah, so we have a lot of just houses beyond here. Honestly, before I show you the farmer's area, I kind of want to show you the wall. So this wall is pretty big. It surrounds the entire city. And what's inside the wall, it's just a way to get up into the wall. Oh. So don't tell anybody, but I do kill all my villagers over there. I just don't like how they're all outside. They should be in my city. And this guy, I don't know why he's here. He can't be on my wall. So I'm not gonna try to kill this guy, but let me just push him to his spot. Bro, I'm not trying to kill you, just... Alright. So yeah, the whole walls are the same. And like under, here, the view from under. I'll show you one more because we only have 4 surrounding. They're all the same basically. Let me just. Okay. Yep. I'll show you the dark forest in a minute too, guys. Alright, let's move on to my farm looking area. So my farm looking area just, got crops and stuff. With like stuff to hold the crops. And there's like a little windmill. And in the windmill we got like some cooking stuff, some farmer stuff in the chest. And up these stairs. Which this used to be the coolest place to live, but there's actually kind of cooler places to live in my kingdom now. Yeah, so up the stairs you got this little hangout suite area for the farmer who lives up here. Oh, and he has a great view of the fair. Just show y'all later. Which every ride in the fair actually works, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, and over here is where we train our knights. So there's 2 different kind of train knights. So here's the one for if you want to be. Yeah, they sleep in here with their chests. That's where they store their stuff. If you want to be an archer knight, you come here. You shoot. If you want to be a swordsman knight, come here. You go. Oh, and in these chests are just, weapons. Same goes for the archer knights. Just weapons. And I think we can move on to my castle. So, surrounding my castle, my little horsey. I try to get him out, but I actually can't get him out, so he's kind of stuck in there. So that's kind of sad. But here's like going around. This is probably gonna be a pretty long video because we have a lot to explore, and here's like up it. But I'm trying to make everything in this entire world into one video. And inside my castle, I actually updated like a few things. And so here's what the cooks, they cook for me. Here's my carpet for my walking to my phone. Here is where the citizens, they sit. Here's where I eat. Here's my beautiful, beautiful phone. I should update this, so I needed a place for, janitors. I needed to clean the castle. So here's the janitor area. Just like a little door with sponge and some janitor equipment. Up here, I actually got something new with my little dog Rufus. Yo, Rufus, show your name tag. Buddy boy. Well, Rufus doesn't want to show his name tag, and oh, there, it was a second ago. And here's my guy who takes care of Rufus when I'm on missions and stuff. Here's the guest room, which is, nice guest room, I guess. If I have any visitors, or family come over, they'll probably sleep in here, which is sees the back of the kingdom. The best view. I got the best view in the entire kingdom. Here's my bedroom. Just the best thing. And I actually had a fish tank in here. I was like, you know what? The king needs cool stuff in his bedroom. And here's my little fish tank. But nice view of the city. It's right in the entrance. Any intruders that come, I could just see from there, and like one of my troops. Here's my diamond and netherite armor. Because I'm a king. There's a few chests. And I have a little library in here. I don't know why. I just need something here, so I just put it in a little library. And in here is my planning room, which is, remember where it says we keep all potions? They're actually all in here. I keep all my potions, guys. So we moved it all in here. And here's a map of the entire thing. So y'all want to take a picture of my entire thing. This is all what we're going to be exploring today. And that little green dot, so remember my cousin Jordan, who was in the first video of this? I'm pretty sure that was the last time she was here, and she just despawned right there. So I'm pretty sure that's my cousin Jordan. But she's not in here right now. So yeah, here's a map of my entire city. Whew, I'm talking a lot. Yeah, and here's another view of the fish tank from my bedroom. Up here, oh, and there was like night equipment in there. And up here, you got the power. This powders the entire city. It's my vegan, and this is on top of my castle. And this is I think we're finished having a tour of the kingdom. Now it's time to breach out. So let's breach out. Let's start with the fun land. We move to the scary land. So here's the fun land, I call it. So here's the beach. We chill at the beach. But in the beach, there's a kingdom. Which, this used to be called a resort, but that's where the bad people are now. But it's still pretty good artwork. The people here make the best paintings in the entire thing. I had a mob in here. He probably just died. Yep, here's the prisoners. Yep, here's what the mobs are supposed to be. Yep, old fish people. And honestly, this house is pretty cool because this house is like the top of it you could see from land, and the bottom It's like underwater, so it's pretty cool. And yeah, here's the prison, and here's the broken house. And here's the fish place, which is like these people. I don't want to go in there because, you know, these people like to go out. But there's like a little restaurant in here where they serve fish, which is kind of crazy. Let's move on to Funland. Yay! So Funland is a little fair. It started like because I had an idea of, you know what? I need something fun in this corner because it was blank. I'll show you what's there, guys. But it was blank before, so I decided I need something a little fun, a little bizzazzle. So, you know, here's like the check-in booth. I got free check-in booths. And once you check in, you gotta be kidding me right now. Okay, those horses usually go round and round and round. But the one time I'm doing a video, they're not going around and round and round. It's kind of a bummer, but I would get on, but it's not going around and round and round. I don't want to do all of that. So basically, imagine me riding a horse going around and round and round, like whoosh, 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 like that. And in here we have a few restaurants like Waffle House, you know, some menu options, Chick-fil-A, and Starbucks. And everything in Funland you could ride. Used to you could ride this, but right now I guess it's broken because the horses aren't moving. And here's a little, you know, like Ferris. At the fair, you see like little activity things. Don't really have going like, you know. And before going a big old ride, I say let's go on a little bit smaller ride, like for the kids. So get out of here. So let's go for a small ride before we go on that little big one. Yay! 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 Woohoo! Woohoo! Yep, and there's this kid ride. Pretty short, but it's pretty cool. Now let's go on this adult-looking one. Yay! Woo! Woo! That's it. Are you? I thought he was running my horse for a second. Yeah, and I have a little petting zoo, you know. Because I just didn't know to put in this little corner, so I decided to put a little petting zoo in this corner. And here's like a little jumping thing, which I could fix real fast because I always fix this because there's always somebody getting in this. Unlike the horse thing. The horse thing takes a while, so I'm probably not going to fix that until after the video. So let me just fix this real fast and then I'll go on a quick ride for y'all. Because this is the dropper, and that's actually pretty cool, and it works. And all you need is like a jumping slime, and then when you want to put it on, you put a block down. So mine with this, and then put that, and then let go of that. Come here. Crap. This happens sometimes. And it's also because my TV is about to turn. Let me just turn it off real fast. Alright. So it's also, I don't even know what I was saying. Honestly, I'm just gonna stop yapping real fast and just do this real fast. Oh! If this doesn't work one more time. It does work, guys, it does. Just, I'm trying to get this little, honestly, I'm not gonna try to bear doing it right now. Because if I try doing it right now, yeah, some problems might happen. Alright, so let me get on this ride and show you how it works. You click this button. Yay! Yeah, woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. This is like, honestly pretty cool. Cool, no jumping thing you see at fairs. That's basically what it is. I'm gonna go on one more time because that's like really fun. Yay! Boing! 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 Don't stop completely, because if you don't stop completely, it will probably move out the way. And the final thing at my fair is this little water slide. It's when you get on top, you go on this, and then you ride down this water slide. Come up here, and then the final drop. Oh. And I wanted to show you guys earlier what that secret tunnel thing is. So basically, there's a hole right here from the water slide. You guys see people walking above you, that's pretty cool. Here's that little thing I showed you guys earlier. So basically, I made it so you can connect from this side to this side to this side all the way over here. Like a giant water thing. So you go, the fish, if they're brave enough, they can come all the way over here to over here. And they get in there. And if they're brave enough, they could climb up all this giant mountain and get to the very top. I'm going to move on to the Sword and the Stone. So in Sword and the Stone area, it looks like a rocky. It doesn't really match with the area here, but I just really want a Sword and Stone. I had to make it look very fancy when you see it. Oh, and this sign over here says, be warned of like the distractions. And there are distractions. So basically it's like, oh, you see that gold? Like, you see that gold over there, you want it? So you try to do your best and you like figure, okay, what's the right one? And then when you figure out the right one, you go in. And you're so happy to get all this free money, but when you walk over there, you just get, because it was actually trapped, and this wasn't the actual purpose, so, you know, you just die. Which is cool, so you're not worried. But if you are worried, you will ignore it. I'm trying to, okay. If you are worried, you ignore it, and come and get the Sword and the Stone. And I try to make it, like, realistic, but you can't really put a block on there, so that's the best we could do. Alright. Moving on to this area. And that's where, I'll give you a hint, guys. Jack and the Beanstalk area. See some skulls. There's a dark forest, like warning you, like, hey, this is the dark forest. Like, you know, you can't mess in here. And in the dark forest, you know, you have a witch's hut with a black cat and a witch, and yep, some like witch stuff. Wait. And over here, you just take a little detour over here, you make it to the elf forest, which is 2 forests in like one. Pretty cool. And this is the other area from the ravine I was talking about earlier. And in the elf forest, you come up here to like the elves. They live on top of the trees. And you like, there's like houses here, you know, like rooftop houses too, with skulls. And yeah, just really just the elf village. You know, surrounding it and coming down. Looks pretty nice. So let's go back over here. Oh, we'll see the other entrance too, guys. There are like 2 entrances, and this is technically an entrance or an exit. So you know, see the other one. So let's go back over here, guys, because there's one more thing I want to show you. The tour, and actually the newest thing I added to this place, which I watched a Jack and the Beanstalk like movie. Jack killed the giants. It was pretty good. So I was like, be warned, there's a beanstalk. Once you come over here, you see a giant beanstalk. It is possible to climb, but it's very hard. So honestly, I'm gonna do it my attempt. Try to climb the beanstalk, but I'll probably fail because it's really hard to climb the beanstalk. But honestly, I might win, honestly, because I'm doing pretty good. Or I'm gonna stop yapping. Oh crap, see? But once they get on top of the giant beanstalk, you make it up here, which is the highest point in the game, is up here. It's a nice, you guys can see a nice little overview of everywhere. And you see a giant tortoise, very quiet. You see this little rat tortoise, you can crawl in here, and there's the giant. And there is a way to put giants in this game, but it was just so hard, so I just couldn't do it. So I just decided to like make a giant like right there. And there actually is gold in here, guys. I just didn't know how to make it look open. And like human prisoners. You know, grab the gold, sneak out. Shh. The giant tool wake up. And guys, that's really it for my build, my giant world. I'll probably eventually add on stuff, probably pretty small stuff. So I don't know yet. Like, so here's my giant updated world for y'all. Goodbye, y'all. Bye.